Okay, hi, this is Roxanne with Lightbringer again. And the topic that I'd like to talk about today is violence. And should we use violence to try to solve our problems? Well, to begin to answer this question, I'd like to cite three.
Stop tapping.
I'd like to cite three references on this issue of violence. Number one is, Jesus taught, judge not, so that you won't be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged, and with the same measure you use, it will be measured to you. So when you use violence as a measurement, that can come back to you. That's the first point I'd like to make. Second point is, Jesus talked about those who live by the sword will die by the sword. And the third point I'd like to talk about is Newton's laws of physics, which say that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So I specifically wanted to talk about the topic of violence and solving problems because Syria has been at the forefront of all the news these days, and maybe there are those who want to push war as an answer. So let's pause a minute. I need to gather.
Just go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, so
just look at the camera.
Okay.
More,
so in response to should we use violence against Syria? Is that going to help solve our problems? Is that going to lead us to peace? I believe, based on the 3 points that I've made, that it won't. We should be coming to understand by this point that our outer world is a manifestation of our inner world, our beliefs, thoughts, and desires. So if we believe in violence and use that, that's what's going to be reflected back at us. So I would like to suggest as a solution that we go to, the higher place. How am I going to put this? Pause a minute.
No, just say
okay.
it. And it's okay to be human and not have it perfect.
Okay. Well, as
Stop
a solution, we have to go to that higher place. We've got to use prayer. We've got to use visualization. We've got to use our words to speak of the potential for a more peaceful world to be manifested here. And that potential exists, and it can come into form.
One little tip, smile more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have a really nice smile.
Okay. And I could even talk about a few examples where the prayer worked. And one example is in the 1200s, the 13th century. Kublai Khan was attempting to invade Japan. And the Emperor of Japan had his monks pray. And Kublai Khan and his army were actually overcome by a storm. And this actually happened twice. And I believe that the prayer, the words spoken, with the imagery, the visualization affected the outcome of that situation. So I believe in the case of Syria, we really need to go into a state of prayer, visualization. We're calling on the spiritual power. I don't know how to end this. Let's see.
Pray for Syria.
So I would like to say, pray for Syria. And actually, I'd like to say that this is not really anything to smile about, I don't think. But anyway, I'd like to say that I already believe. You can see we live in such changing times, because even as President Obama announced that we were going to attack Syria, it's like the next day that had changed. And I believe it was due to people's prayers and words. And I believe first we see it, we envision it, we speak it. Then I believe people in this on the earth kind of start to respond in a certain way. I mean, there was a lot of activism against war, and it actually, I believe that really changed the outcome. And I believe we live in quickly changing times now. There's less time between you visualizing and imagining something and it beginning to come to pass. Let's see. So anyway, about the situation in Syria, I think that's just so miraculous how things shifted so quickly. and so radically and so much differently than we expected. But I would say continue to pray, because we don't know where it's going from here, and we need to continue to pray for a good outcome in the end. Okay, so I think that I'll let that be the end of my talk about violence today. And until the next topic, have a good day.
Tell people to subscribe.
And subscribe to
my channel.
My channel.
Say it again.
And have a great day. Please subscribe to my channel. Come see my blog at light-bringer.net. And follow me on Twitter at Lightbringer41. And I wish you a peaceful and awesome day. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.